campaign has looked a rocky one of late, with reported rifts with the owners overshadowing results. A handsome win over Newcastle last week was followed up by victory over Porto in the Champions League on Wednesday. The Reds are in good shape at the moment, but so are Gary Mexon's resurgent, resilient Bolton, and they'll fear absolutely no one at the moment after humbling the champions Manchester United in the Premier League last weekend. Well, good day to you, wherever you're watching, and welcome to Anfield from Daniel Mann and Davy Provan for this Barclays Premier League encounter between Liverpool and Bolton Wanderers. And it's certainly an interesting time to be a Liverpool fan at the moment. Speculation and intrigue surrounding manager Rafa Benitez and the position of the often absent American owners. Usual though it is to see a manager unbeaten in the league being talked of as a potential casualty, the fact remains that Liverpool have invested heavily, second only to Chelsea in the last 3 years, yet they're still not quite keeping up with the title pace. They start the day 9 points behind leaders Arsenal, this their game in hand, although there's no doubt on which side of the debate the majority of Liverpool's fans lie. Record hasn't been the greatest. No defeats, yes, but 4 draws out of 6 so far. Also on a knife edge in the Champions League, with a must-win trip to Marseille looming on the horizon. And Bolton have never been among Rafa's favourite opponents, and they appear to be back to their rugged best. Well, let's take a look at the team news then this afternoon. And it wouldn't be a Liverpool lineup without changes, would it? 4 from the midweek Champions League win over Porto. Peter Crouch comes into partner Fernando Torres in the Premier League for the very first time. Harry Kewell continues his rehabilitation as a Premier League player, and there are opportunities for John Arisa at left-back and Lucas in midfield. Young defender Jack Hobbs is on the bench. Sammy Lee may have departed, but there are plenty of Anfield connections in Bolton's camp. They have to plug gaps in midfield with Liverpool fan Kevin Nolan suspended and Liverpool loanee Danny Guthrie unable to play against his parent club. Campo and Speed come in. Up front, 2 ex-Liverpool men, Nicolas Anelka and El Hadj Diouf, will be keen to make a point. One or two familiar faces in the Bolton ranks for Liverpool fans to greet warmly in some cases, not so in others. Well, they are unbeaten still in the Premier League, but 4 draws out of the 6 matches here for Liverpool, while Bolton, well, they're on a massive high, aren't they? That victory over Manchester United last week, combine that with the draw against Bayern Munich in the UEFA Cup, and there's a sense that the tried and trusted Allardyce method is beginning to produce similar success under Megson. Indeed, they could rise as high as 12th with a victory here today, although it has to be said that they haven't done that in the league at Anfield for the best part of 54 years. Rafa had a great relationship with Sam Allardyce, even though he didn't particularly admire his team's playing style. And the 2 managers in good spirits ahead of this one. Intriguingly, Bolton have obviously won the toss, and Liverpool are going to attack the Kop end in the first 45 here. Steve Bennett, the referee, this afternoon. And his controversial moments in Liverpool games down the years. And we get underway. Liverpool defending this unbeaten home record, which goes back to when Manchester United visited here in the Premier League in March, and John O'Shea got that late winner. And it's away from home where they've really been firing so far this season. While Bolton, well, they seem to have returned to being, well, Bolton as they were under Sam Allardyce, and they will certainly be difficult opponents for Rafa Benitez's team this afternoon, Davey.
Yeah, you just wonder what that result against Manchester United will have done for their confidence. It must have given them a huge psychological boost, but either way they're going to have to be at the top of their game today. Liverpool flying at the moment.
It's Benayoun doing exactly that, but held up by Ricardo Gardner. And here's Nicolas Anelka, returning to one of his growing number of old haunts, and that number may grow in January, of course, with strong suggestions he might be on his way. Jamie Carragher searching for Harry Kewell. He's beaten to it by J. Lloyd Samuel, who's making a welcome return. A hamstring injury has kept him out since the middle of September. And he's playing at right back this afternoon in the absence of the suspended Nicky Hunt. Arbeloa switching flanks this afternoon with Steve Finnan not selected today. Steven Gerrard searching for Risa, that familiar sight of him bombing on from the left-back position.
Oh, he did well to keep it in play at all at full stretch there, John Arne Risa. Did well to win the throw-in. It's about the best he could do down there.
Steven Gerrard to pick it up. Man's certainly in form. 4 in the last 4 games. Kewell, player with real capacity to excite. Not really had the opportunity to make the most of his obvious talents with all the terrible injury problems he's suffered since his arrival from Leeds, which amazingly is 4.5 years ago now. Here is Kewell getting involved early. Crouch. Lucas. Risa getting involved often in an attacking sense at the start here. Kevin Davis on defensive duty at the moment. Losing out in the end, but he'll get another chance. This is Crouch. Liverpool's only wins on their own patch in the league this season have come against Derby, a particularly handsome one, a 6-0 victory, and a late show against Fulham, which brought them a couple of goals. That's what's left them off the title pace. 9 points at the start of play today, albeit with a game in hand on Arsenal. Looking for Anelka. Davis Dufan speed arriving in and around the penalty box, but he'll need a bit of help here. And maybe won't. This is speed. Davis and Diouf maybe with an opportunity. A little bit of hesitation there from Arbeloa. Campo, he'll let fly. Comfortably arrive the target.
Yeah, the ball always on the up, but previous to that, really good chance for Kevin Davis to slide Diouf in for a first-time shot, and he was just a little bit light with the pass. Otherwise, Diouf had an opportunity to put his foot through the ball there. But I think that's going to be the pattern of the game. Bolton quite happy to sit back and soak it up and try and counter through the pace of Anelka.
Things have gone well for Gary Megson so far. A little extra edge with the fact that he is, of course, a former Everton player coming to Anfield, and never made all that welcome in these parts. This is Carragher. Benayoun and Crouch battling. This is Lucas. Oh, Benayoun just escaped his clutches there. Michalik away. Kewell. Looked lively at the start, and that's lively. Benayoun with an opportunity, and Crouch! Well, Michalik denies Crouch's first Premier League goal of the season.
Well, that's a fabulous clearance. Great protection for his goalkeeper, but Liverpool don't do so well here to slip Benayoun. And little nutmeg from Kewell. Benayoun knows that Jääskeläinen is right in his face, has to take the ball round him. But Michalik does ever so well. Great awareness to get goal side of his goalkeeper and make the clearance.
Well, not unexpected that the first clear-cut chance would fall Liverpool's way. Michalik saving the day. Benayoun and Torres. Well, they'll keep going, even though the free kick is going to be given his way here.
Well, Steve Bennett was quite quick with the whistle there. I thought he might have allowed play to develop. There may have been an advantage here for Torres. Michalik just selling himself here. Well, it's fortunate he's not looking at a yellow card there.
Well, ups and downs in the space of about a minute, because he's saved his team in one moment and conceded a free kick which may result in danger here. Lucas's ball, Crouch inevitably attacking it. This is Kuhl. Didn't quite come off for him, but he looks bright.
Well, both Kuhl and Benayoun, although they're playing wide midfield, they've both tucked in to allow the fullbacks Arbeloa and John Anarisa to get up the outside of them. This was a threaded pass, the nutmeg from Kuhl to get Benayoun, and Jääskeläinen did really well. He's out so quickly, makes himself as big as possible, and Michalik does well to get goal side of his keeper to make the clearance.
Well, Anelka looking to cause Reina some distress there. That flick by Crouch. This is Benayoun. Torres wanted it. Now he'll get it. Well, Meite involved with the challenge.
Well, certainly the supporters in the Kop end, they're looking for a penalty. They reckon it came off Meite's hand. Again, Jääskeläinen out very, very quickly here. Meite at full stretch. Can't see a lot in that.
Well, certainly some last-ditch defending there to do for Bolton. Well, they got their noses in front early against Manchester United and manfully held on in the end to claim a famous victory last week. Coming a little under the cosh early here at Anfield, which down the years in the league has been a pretty familiar feeling, although a couple of recent cup successes for Bolton. Well, Hadj Diouf, not a favourite in these parts, and in many ways his spell at Liverpool was somewhat symptomatic of the final years of the Houllier era. A big money signing that didn't come off. There's Torres again. There's Gavin McCann, who won that particular duel initially. This is Kevin Davis. A real battering ram. This is Campo. Anfield welcome for Diouf. Well, Michalik taking this opportunity to move up from the back with Davis and Anelka in the penalty area and Campo just outside. There's Michalik who attacks it off Hyypia.
Well, Hyypia does well. The important thing there is he doesn't allow it to come across beyond the front post. And although he concedes the corner, he did well. Well, they're not short of targets here, Bolton.
And three of them going right around Reina immediately. You've got Michalik, Speed and Meite. And towards Davis, who got the flick. And Meite got a touch on it, but Liverpool survive.
Just couldn't get any pace on it at all. Well won by Kevin Davis, front post, but left Meite with an awful lot to do to try and generate power in the header.
Free kick against Torres.
Now, Davis did really well. Good body strength to back into Crouch, help it on. And Meite is just trying to find that top corner. Can't really get any pace on it.
Davis a likely target here, indeed. It's immediately towards him, but the flag up this time. Well, Gary Megson seeing his team create a scare in the Liverpool goalmouth. They are a resilient side once again these days. Sammy Lee trying to introduce a little bit of a different style of play. And the players say they feel much more comfortable with the old methods, by and large, because they were getting results, I suppose. The challenge there by Diouf on Arbeloa is going to be punished with the first card of the afternoon.
Just surprised he's complaining. Some bad challenges right over the ball there. That could very easily have been a red card. It's a shocking challenge. Well, that is a red card for me. Straight red.
You have to say he's got away with it, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has, and you know the assistant on this side must have been well placed to see that. Whether Steve Bennett had the angle or not, I don't know.
Well, Martin Yerby, the official on this side, might have had a better view of that than the referee did, but El Hadj Diouf, he doesn't have to do much to get the Anfield crowd on his back. But it was not pretty at all from the man from Senegal. It's Kuhl's delivery, away by Samuel. Risa. And Kuhl again. Going to get in behind Samuel. Couldn't quite succeed.
Terrific turn of pace there from Mete. Kuhl looked favourite to skip down the outside.
Well, we saw a skirmish in the Liverpool goalmouth from a Bolton corner. What can Steven Gerrard produce here? Lucas coming short. And they'll get another chance thanks to Gardner's intervention. Hyypia up there. It was won by Kevin Davies, so important in his own goalmouth as well. Crouch looking round at the referee, felt there was maybe a tug on him there. Steve Bennett not at all interested. And this is Carragher. Liverpool have created chances already. This is Risa. Kevin Davies again on defensive duty. Risa's threat from full back has always been present since his arrival, way back 6 years ago now. Kuhl's ball in, which McCann didn't deal with initially, but his speed. Gerrard with a good challenge. Benayoun, Crouch, can he work the shooting space? And he'll test Jussi Jääskeläinen.
Well, Liverpool pressed the ball really well to win it, just outside the penalty area. The final shot from Crouch, no real problem for Jääskeläinen.
Opportunities have fallen this way. There have been many who've been wanting to see this partnership, Crouch and Torres, since the arrival of the Spaniard, and the chances have been few and far between. Carling Cup and one Champions League game, as well as one game in pre-season as well, but this is the first time in the domestic league that Rafa has opted for those two. Indeed, there are some reports that wasn't his original choice for the match, and he was going to plump for Crouch and Kaut today. But a change of heart. Well, Nicolas Anelka, 22 games he played during his time at Anfield on loan. Gerard Houllier opting not in the end to bring him over permanently from Paris Saint-Germain at the time. El Hadj Diouf was the player he chose in his stead. It's Gardner. Here is Diouf. Diouf and Arbeloa in close quarters again, but happily nothing untoward this time. Mete. Walker and Hyypia in the duel. It's the Frenchman who come out on top eventually. Speed. Gardner. Benayoun's challenge to win it back. Campos for Bolton. Davis getting enough on that to direct it into Anelka's path here.
They've always got that diagonal on if they want to be a little bit more direct, Bolton, through Kevin Davis. He doesn't lose too many of that type.
Fernando Torres has conceded a free kick there. Rather gingerly getting to his feet. And still moving a little awkwardly. This is Diouf. Kevin Davis, he's not scored, he's not reached double figures in a Premier League season throughout his entire career so far, but
I'd love to know how many assists he has though, Daniel. You know, so much of what Bolton do involve Kevin Davis. He wins so many first balls.
It's those other attributes really that have proved so important since his arrival from Southampton, to the point where Thierry Henry even says he has a look at Kevin Davis occasionally for certain aspects of his game. He'll be among those defending this free kick. Gerrard to whip it in, Kuhl and Hyypia! Well, Liverpool do get the breakthrough, and Sami Hyypia strikes in the Premier League this season for the first time.
Well, Campos asking the question, who was picking him up? Is he offside as it struck? Well, I'll tell you what, that's marginal. Was Sami Hyypia happy at half a yard offside? Either way, he does so well. There's good pace already on the ball, and he just helps it on its way. Jääskeläinen doesn't really get a chance to move here. Just helps it on. The pace is already on the ball. I just wondered about his starting position, though. Was he offside?
Well, one of the few survivors of the Houllier era, Sami Hyypia. And he's got Liverpool the lead against Bolton. Well, have Bolton got the determination and indeed the quality to haul this game around? Don't usually lack those qualities. It's Davis in there. This is Lucas. And Liverpool with the initiative now.
It's such a deft header. As it struck, well, does Gardner drop off and play Hyypia on? Tough decision for the assistant either way, but a beautiful header.
He got one against Toulouse this season, but that is his first in the league. This is Diouf looking for an answer for Bolton. Speed. He says he's able to enjoy life after the recent furore over his press conference and his comments about the new owners. And whether he'll be able to enjoy the remaining 70 minutes or so of this game with Bolton around, it's certainly a matter for debate. But the vital breakthrough, thanks to that man. Spotted by a TV cameraman, would you believe? Sami Hyypia, playing in the Dutch league, and he tipped the wink to Peter Robinson, the chief executive at the time. This is Lucas. Now Arbeloa and Torres. And he's got the free kick.
Yeah. I think he was entitled to it. Ricardo Gardner not happy, but I think there's certainly contact here. Yeah, there is. And let's see if Bolton can defend this free kick with a bit more success than the last one.
A different side, but Steven Gerrard's previous delivery resulted in the goal. Sami Hyypia again in the mix. Crouch, Kuhl, Torres and Ben Ayoun in there. It's Torres looking to get on the end of it. Davis hooking it into his keeper's hands.
Did really well. It's certainly not a deliberate pass back, but didn't know what was on his blind side and took all the pace off the ball there as he got it back to Jääskeläinen.
It shouldn't be underestimated how important he is back there in those sorts of situations for Bolton. This is Kuhl. McCann with the challenge. Might have been thinking about Having a strike there, Harry Kewell. This is Anelka. Looking for a decision in his favour there. That's McCann. He's got the headband on, suffered a nasty cut against Aris Salonika on Thursday night in the UEFA Cup, which curtailed his involvement in the game. Indeed, it is all changed somewhat in the Bolton midfield, but no Nolan or Guthrie, who has made an impression this season since his move on loan from Liverpool, out today. But they do have two players who scored against the Reds last season and an England international. That's Campo to Anelka. Two of his former teammates there combining to rob him. That's Torres. No Mate. Lucas. And the one real skirmish in the box that Bolton have created so far. And Liverpool are beginning to find openings. Crouch wants a free kick there. Steve Bennett not agreeing with him. This is Davis. Mate. Juve looking to cause Arbeloa a problem. Gardner. That's Juve again looking around in vain for a free kick there.
Wasn't much he could do with the pass anyway. And Gardner took the wrong option. He had one or two passes inside. That's a lot of Juve there.
Alvaro Arbeloa had a baptism of fire in Liverpool shirt. He had to deal with Lionel Messi against Barcelona. Well, Gary Megson behind against one of the big guns this weekend after the victory over Manchester United last week. And his team got it in them to turn it around. They've only picked up 2 points on the road so far this season at West Ham. That late equaliser from Kevin Nolan there, and at Derby. Last away win in the Premiership in April at Wigan. This is Carragher. Liverpool with a firm grip at the moment. Mate away. McCann. Campo. Gerrard blocking the road. Benayoun. Just escape Kewell's clutches.
It's not the worst ball in the world. Benayoun is most productive when he comes in to the central area. Always looking to link up with his front players.
Risa get the better of Mate on this occasion. Gavin McCann. And Lucas Leiva giving away the free kick. Lucas, Brazilian international in the senior squad at 20. Won the Player of the Year award in Brazil last year. One or two tasty predecessors to that particular crown. That's Juve. Now Anelka. Steven Gerrard back there. Anelka battling to try and get there. And he will get the reward of a free kick.
Yeah, he was tripped by Arbeloa. Gerrard does ever so well initially. I think we'll see here Anelka's just clipped there by Arbeloa. Nice angle here for Bolton to put something into the box.
This is exactly the sort of situation they thrive on, Bolton. And Reina coming and not getting a decisive touch, I don't think.
I knew nothing about it. I thought Gary Speed got the touch. Corner given though. Played into a terrific area from Diouf. Speed does well. You've taken a final touch off Carricker.
Well, El Hadji Diouf, sometimes think he thrives on the stick he gets. His delivery again. Alvaro Arbeloa under it. Second delivery has plenty of venom on it. Michalik, good spell this for Bolton. Liverpool can try and break here. It's Rees chasing, but Samuel will shut the door. Well, there a little indication. Hadji Diouf at the centre of it of a potential road back here for Bolton.
Well, he can certainly play, there's no question about that. You can say what you want about his temperament or his behaviour, but give him the ball at his feet and he'll give the best of them problems.
There's a real question, pondering as to why he didn't make the impact that was desired at Liverpool. It's Torres' ball in.
Well, Michalik takes a big gamble to allow that to go beyond the front post. He gets away with it. He may have got a shout here, but to allow this to go beyond his front post, right across his 6-yard box, and he's just hoping Benayoun's not making that run to the back post, and he gets away with it.
Crouch the target, but off target.
Surprisingly so, because it's a clean header. He's not under any pressure. Just peeled off back post. Can't get it down. You expect better from him.
4 goals this season, all in Europe. Rafa's team have wrestled the lead, but there's a huge game coming up, isn't there, in Marseille for Liverpool. And there's a UEFA Cup tie in the Houllier era, which may well have been the final straw when a Marseille side, including Didier Drogba, Mido, Mathieu Flamini, and indeed Abdoulaye Meite in the Bolton lineup today, that ended their UEFA Cup ambitions that season. In many people's minds, eventually led to the dismissal of Gerrard Houllier. You never know whether it might be a case of history repeating. Well, will it be winner takes all this afternoon? This is Carragher. And closing in on the half-hour mark at Anfield. And Liverpool with the edge, thanks to the man on the ball, Sami Hyypia. Now trying to break through the meanest defence in the land, Bolton, this afternoon. Only the 6th conceded in the Premier League. This is Kuehl. Certainly got plenty of venom on the strike.
Always difficult to take it on the half volley. He had 1 or 2 options. There was good support arriving, but now and again we do see something special from Harry Kuehl. Going to do very well to score from that range and that angle. And I think Rafa Benitez will feel that the 1-goal lead doesn't really reflect Liverpool's superiority. They really have bossed this game.
Yeah, firmly by the scruff of the neck, and a hint of more to come. Well, it remains 1-0. There is always the possibility for 1 or 2 nervy moments. It's speed. Bolton have been pretty successful against Liverpool at home. Here it's been very much a different story. Take by Anelka. Oh, looking for speed. Liverpool back in possession. Finding his way out of the cul-de-sac. Lucas. Rees making a run. And now he'll look for it.
He almost gets in there, Rees, and that's what Liverpool have done. They brought Kuehl in off that line, playing more or less as an inside left and allowing Rees to get down the outside.
Well, Lucas trying to pick him out there, but we've seen so much come from this man down that Liverpool left down the years. One or two questions about his future this season, with him not quite getting the run of games, but then that's a situation most people find themselves in around here. No one guaranteed a shirt at Liverpool. This is Lucas. Kuhl's touch, Crouch. That was lovely stuff. Crouch to keep it alive, but this time the flick does not come off.
Terrific stuff again, Kuhl involved. Looks to have his first touch to perfection at the moment. Harry Kuhl and Liverpool getting him into the game with some regularity.
He certainly is charging around and showing plenty of commitment, and a bit of fire in the belly there from Ivan Campo as well.
Well, Campo unhappy that Kuhl's trying to dig the ball out when he's on the ground. And this will be a lecture and no more from Steve Bennett.
Well, Harry Kuhl certainly showing great competitiveness and some lovely touches so far. The referee reckoning he probably might be able to get a good hour out of him today. And safely behind.
You certainly want the second goal, Rafa Benitez. You want that vital cushion, because Bolton have enough about them, regardless of how little of the game they're having, to get an equaliser.
Well, there would have been a likely candidate to get one in his pomp, John Aldridge there. Part of that great Liverpool side, 87-88, where they really did absolutely dominate the league and had it probably tied up by the end of March, I think. Those days a long way back now, because this is the McCann. Just not enough on that, but it's speed to pick it up. Gardner. Oh dear, that's presented an opportunity for Torres here. Great burst from Torres. Oh. Well, Crouch was arriving in the middle.
I think he's got to take the shot on. Such a slack pass here from Ricardo Gardner, and watch the change of pace here from Torres. Leaves Mikhailic trailing there with a little change of pace, goes back across the keeper. Well, he does have Crouch there, but I think he's got to take the shot. Once he gets in behind, he's got to try and work the goalkeeper, and he's not far out.
A little glimpse of what he's all about though there from Fernando Torres. To go back to Robbie Fowler in 1996, for the last Liverpool player who got 20 league goals in a season, which is a staggering statistic, really. Even Michael Owen didn't manage it. This is Campo. Speed. On to Gardner. Referee deciding to award the free kick. Speed was clipped by Lucas. Speed has 18 years on Lucas. Campo with the ball in, but not a threat.
That's poor. By Campo standards, that's poor. Kevin Davis wanted it knocked wide to Mikhailic, who'd come up.
Now Kuhl, can he spark something again? It's the one time he's let us down this afternoon.
It's not
so
like
far.
him. It's not like him. He's normally looking to slide that ball inside the fullback for Risa. But once again, they got him on the ball.
Away by Samuel. Well, 10 minutes to half-time. And that second goal so vital. Can Liverpool get it before the interval? It's Risa. Now Kuhl again. Torres and Crouch in the middle. Well, the cock baying for a corner, suggesting Jaskalainen
just about
taking that behind.
Gary Speed did well, though. He tracks John Arnold Risa 50 yards there.
Now Davis, he's onside. And Elka and Juve in the box. Oh, up below!
I'm just surprised that Juve doesn't make the run. He hangs at the back post here. Davis has got nobody really to pick out. I'm just surprised that Juve doesn't try and get across the front of Arbeloa.
Well, safely behind in the end, but it's a great Bolton break. Juve's delivery. Mikalik up there. Will that be another corner? Not this time.
No, I think the cop were right there, Daniel. Looks to be half a yard anyway, over the line.
Well, they've had a few dubious ones down the years. Oh, Carragher, and the keeper in trouble, and Nelka must level it up. How on earth didn't he?
I don't quite believe that. Not from him. Not from this fella. Well, he can't believe it, neither can I. Reina and Carragher collide there, lack of communication. And you'd have your house on Anelka there, and he doesn't quite get his foot round it. Extraordinary. And Reina and Carragher get off the hook big time. Well, I think if Reina has called for that, Jamie Carragher has to leave it. But what a miss.
Well, that is really staggering from Nicolas Anelka, one of the most reliable finishers in the Premier League. And sighs of relief being breathed all round Anfield. This is Samuel. Well, for all Liverpool's grip on this match, Bolton should be on level terms, no question.
Perfect example of Bolton's danger, and you know how 1-0 is always a precarious lead to protect, regardless of how much of the play you're having. And Liverpool have bossed the game. They've had the bulk of possession, they've had decent chances, but they haven't really managed to put this game to bed, and Bolton's still very much in it at 1-0.
Rafa will tell you it's a familiar story. Putting games to bed on occasion has certainly cost Liverpool. This is McCann. Anelka. Speed offering himself. In towards Davis, he's got Juve arriving outside him. Now Campo. Got a free kick given.
They're tough decisions for referees. Kevin Davis reckons that all he's doing is using his body strength there to try and win it over Hyypia. Well, this an extraordinary miss here from Nicolas Anelka. Of the 10 outfield players, Gary Megson would want him on the end of that.
Well, I'd fancy my chances on the end of that.
You would, wouldn't you?
Well, in such a blink of an eye, a game can turn, and I'm sure one or two were rubbing their eyes after they saw that one drift wide of the post. Benayoun. Now Torres. Behind by Mikalik. A real wake-up call for Liverpool, just showing how important the second goal in the match would be if they can get it. Crouch and Hyypia going up for that one, and in case of too many cooks. the break might be on. Just escaping Juve.
Terrific corner from Gerrard. So difficult to defend. So much pace on them.
The referee wouldn't be enjoying life half as much as he says he is at the moment, and Anelka stuck that one away. Gerrard's ball looking for Torres. Well, he's seen his team come under a fair amount of pressure, but they will not get a better chance than the one they've had for Anelka to level this game up. And if they do end up losing this game, regardless of how much Liverpool have enjoyed this first 40 minutes or so, they will be looking back and ruining that moment. Well, that's Juve just adjusting his attractive footwear there. Endearing himself further to the Anfield crowd. Here's Kuhl. Up goes Mate. Samuel. Davis certainly putting real pressure on Risa here. Torres trying to get away from Samuel. End up with possession. Up and under from speed. It's Lucas. And that's McCann. Benayoun. Gerrard. Touch round the corner from Torres. Campo. He's going to get a free kick there, but he was almost caught in possession. Bolton have had to clear one off the line. Jääskeläinen's been tested on a couple of occasions. Crouch has had a free header which he put over the top. Davis going down there. This is Arbeloa, victim of a terrible challenge from El Hadji Diouf as well earlier in the half. Lucas has managed to direct this to Kuhl. Is there a second before half-time? Harry Kuhl on the surge. Samuel's block. Davis's ball. Carragher secure in his defending this time. Great ball that. Torres, he's in, and he'll make it count. Absolutely fabulous football all round. And Liverpool may well have put the game to bed before half-time.
Well, it's a wonderful finish, but the pass from Gerrard is absolutely stunning. How's this for a pass? And Torres doesn't have to break stride. 2 touches enough. This one here to get in front of himself, and the second one just to dink it over Jääskeläinen, who goes to ground. And it's a wonderful piece of direct football. What a pass from Gerrard. Well, a typically composed finish from Torres. And at long last, Rafa Benitez has that 2-goal cushion that Liverpool certainly deserve on the reflection of this first half play.
Well, that's another to the collection, his 11th of the season. We're just heading into December. He's got 10 goals in 12 starts. That's the sort of ratio which you'd hope for when you pay £20 million for a striker.
1 minute added time.
Speed.
1 minute.
Looking for Anelka, and I wonder what's going through his mind now. Good touch from Davis. This is Samuel. Can they go in at half-time with something to cling to? We're into the minute of added time. Gerrard always Capable of producing that killer pass, and he was tying it again there.
Almost identical. Gardner did well to tuck in. Well, that second goal takes so much of the anxiety away for Liverpool.
Well, they are on something of a roll at the moment. This is Cure. Campo with the challenge on Torres. Two Spaniards together. Steve Bennett blows the half-time whistle, and it's been a relatively comfortable first 45 for Liverpool. Sami Hyypia putting them in front with his first Premier League goal of the season. Then Fernando Torres adding to his growing account after a killer through ball from Steven Gerrard. And he came up with the finish to make it 2-0. Nicolas Anelka had a golden chance to level it up for Bolton prior to that, but the half-time score at Anfield is Liverpool 2, Bolton Wanderers 0.
Catch the starting five this big Basketball Wednesday with Carpino, Casey and special guest Brendan Joyce as the Blaze look to reignite their season.
Highlight of the game!
Gold Coast take on the South Dragons live Wednesday at 7, Fox Sports 3.
We'll all be there. We'll sing aloud, remain true friends. We'll sing aloud until the end.
We could have put strange things in our beer, but we didn't. Beck's, choosing to use only 4 natural ingredients for over 125 years.
The new i30 CRDI Turbo Diesel. Winner. 2007 Car of the Year.
Here we go.
Hey guys, need a ride?
Yeah.
I'm sorry guys, I can't take you all the way. Oh no, we're out of gas. Looks like we're here for the night.
He came to expose a myth.
There have been 56 deaths in 14 oil.
Aliens and ghosties don't exist. But he's just checked into a world he may never escape.
I'm just hallucinating.
1408.
We could have compromised how we brew beer, but we didn't. Beck's, choosing to stay true to Heinrich Beck's recipe for over 125 years.
This is a warning. The Ice Age cometh. NHL, live every week on Fox Sports.
How dramatically different can TV be? Different enough that you'll believe this guy is a hero.
I'm a serial killer.
Eye-opening enough to take you places you've never been. Cheeky enough that you'll find yourself cheering for the bad guys.
The American dream. We're gonna steal it.
And that's just the beginning. On December 1, the Showtime Channels package dramatically expands to include Showcase, a new channel dedicated to world-class TV drama the way it should be seen. In order, uncut, and in prime time.
Salvation is at hand!
But Showcase doesn't stop there. You'll also find cool indie cinema and feature-length docos. Channel 403 will feed your mind and fuel your conversation.
Exactly.
Showcase kicks off December 1. Contact your service provider to upgrade and see how dramatically different TV can be.
Do you have nicknames for other states?
Yeah, the Scooby-Doos, the Blues.
West Australia's too far away to even comment on.
Stinky Vicks.
The Sacker Spuds, the Sackers.
The Crow Eaters or Deadbacks. Yeah, probably just the cane toads, the banana benders.
I can't say on TV.
We call Tassie the Nardoos.
No, you don't want to know the Vicks, what we call the Vicks.
Tassie, I won't tell you those nicknames are probably too rude for the camera.
They're just Nardoos, aren't they, the Tasmanian?
New South Welshmen are generally arrogant sort of mob their cricket team, so...
Everyone's just stinky.
It's the competition that turns state lines into battle lines. The Ford Ranger Cup. Over 25 live and exclusive matches from across the country. Cricket on Fox Sports. How good is it?
That is devastating strike from Ashley Young. Back from injury and back with a bang for Bolton. Nicholas Anelka.
Slick football, great pass and movement off the ball.
And that's a wonderful finish by Salomon Kalou. Oh, yes! Tina! Oh, terrific goal!
Oh, Kingston, it went through him.
Oh, it's dropped for Giovanni, real chance to win it! Oh! And it drifts away. Tevez and Giggs waiting towards Tevez! Somehow, it's gone wide. Good strike! Wonderful, wonderful goal by Steven Gerrard!
Oh, that was a rocket. Nico Cranshaw with a stunner.
Camera goes down, penalty. So Murphy, Fulham lead.
Robbie Keane! Was he fouled there? Mike Riley is saying no. Hargreaves, who strikes. Oh, what a save! That was a terrific save by Jääskeläinen.
Ryan Giggs, a key member of Ferguson's fledglings, has made a staggering 477 Premier League appearances for Manchester United going into this weekend's fixtures. He was just 17 when he netted his first against Tottenham Hotspur.
Your hunger to win things has got to remain, because you know that there's players who can take your place. You know there's other teams who want to take your place as the top team.
He now has 9 titles to his name and is the only Manchester United player to have played in all 9 winning teams.
The league's getting harder and harder each year.
The Welshman has more Premier League titles than anyone else. This year he was awarded an OBE for his services to football.
20, you know, in the early days of my career, I relied a lot on my pace, whereas now I probably rely a lot more on my experience and my footballing brain. So I think you have to develop, especially as a winger, as you start to lose that, you know, sort of pace over 2 or 3 yards. You have to develop and you have to change.
In total appearances, the Welshman lies just 25 behind the Manchester United legend Sir Bobby Charlton, who amassed an incredible 759 appearances.
I think he's just a marvellous player now. He's got a terrific talent, wonderful football.
You know, even if I finish tomorrow, you know, I'd look back and be proud of my career, but as far as I'm concerned, I've got a lot to look forward to.
His goal this season against Aston Villa made him and Gary Speed the only players to have scored in all 15 Premier League seasons.
Bennett just doing the quick head count. Below are the last to rejoin us.
That's why I didn't do it.
Well, a massive task ahead of Bolton in this second half here at Anfield. Liverpool so far in control. And with that vital second goal given to them by Fernando Torres just before the break.
You'd have to say no more than they deserved either. I think they've played very well this afternoon, Liverpool. And as well as trying to get the third goal, just as important, they won't want to offer Bolton any way back into the game, offer them any encouragement.
It's a flick by Crouch, looking for Kuehl. Alex defending it. Well, it's a decidedly filthy afternoon on Merseyside. Through the wind and the rain, but at the end of the storm there may well be a golden sky for Liverpool tonight. Reese's ball in, it's Crouch! Well, big escape for Bolton, that.
That's another terrific ball in. Loses Michalik here at the front post, half a yard enough. And Jääskeläinen, he's never getting there if that finds the inside of the post.
Well, back in the groove immediately at the start of the second half, Liverpool, and Crouch is still searching to break his Premier League duck this season. In there for Bolton, but hassled off it by Gerrard. Benayoun's made a move. He's in, surely. Well, Gardner back at him. And in the end, Benayoun crowded out.
It's a costly first touch. Very unlike Benayoun to take a clumsy first touch, but that's what cost him the chance to get a shot away. Terrific ball again from Gerrard.
Well, here's Gary Speed. Well, what Bolton need is a goal ASAP, but they're in danger of coming under something of an onslaught here at the moment. Crouch. This is Lucas. Kuhl. It's unusual for his touch to let him down as well. But on that occasion, he might get another 10 or 15 minutes out of Harry Kuhl. He got 55 up at Newcastle last weekend. It's Crouch. Lucas. Elka in the way. He was looking for Arbeloa. He'll get a second chance in possession, but Davis causing Carragher a problem.
It's a big tackle from Hyypia there, one he had to win. And Elka just going for the nutmeg and would have been in behind had Hyypia not won it.
Well, you said don't give them any crumbs of comfort at all, and they nearly had one
that's
there.
Exactly. Bolton get one, they're right back in the game, and that's why Liverpool really have to concentrate as much on the defensive side of the game as getting a third.
It's Anelka's flick. Hyypia there again. That's McCann. Bandaged and bruised McCann after the incident early on in the UEFA Cup tie in midweek. A little bit of encouragement here for Bolton. A spell of fairly concerted possession. It's what they can do with it that counts, though. This is Risa. It's Kuhl to steal it back. Gerrard opens up for the shot, surely. Gerrard!
Well, he looked odds on, didn't he? He just opened the goal up so well for himself, Steven Gerrard. Great change of pace here. Get away from Mete. Gardner can't get a block in either, and Jääskeläinen does really well, I think, with his right foot here. And he did ever so well to make himself an angle, Steven Gerrard. That's a fine save. Spreads himself so well, Jääskeläinen, and right foot did the job.
Well, yet more defending for Bolton to do. Gerrard's corner met by Gary Speed. Risa's rocket with his left foot. He says it took a deflection.
I think it was a corner. I think it came off Ricardo Gardner. Ball doesn't really deviate in terms of direction. Maybe that's why Steve Bennett didn't pick it up. I think it hits Gardner. No, in fact, it's Kevin Davis, is it?
Well, Liverpool change, and Jamie Carragher in a little bit of distress. Here he's picked up a slight knock, and Jack Hobbs, the youngster, given his chance in the Premier League here for the first time. 2 Carling Cup appearances this season. He was part of the Youth Cup winning side back in 2006. Major cog in that particular machine that beat Manchester City 3-0 here. It may well be that the clash with Pepe Reina that was the result of that knock. It almost led to a Bolton equaliser, should have done, but it has led to Carragher's departure, we understand. This is Diouf. Are out of trouble for the moment. It's Kuhl. Oh, Lucas. A loose touch, Campo. Reset. Stealing in to stop Diouf's progress. And Kuhl. Well, still the next goal key, if Bolton can get it particularly. See Jääskeläinen making that important save from Steven Gerrard there to keep a hint of a contest about this. This is Campo. Great ball in for Anelka, but he's just strayed.
Well, he applauds the ball. It was a good spot there from Campo. And Anelka in the wide positions, looking right across. Well, that's very tight. Nothing in that at all.
There's Jack Hobbs, signed from Lincoln, where he'd already played league football as a 16-year-old. He's only 19 now. Up goes Davis and Anelka, and he handled that. A little bit of an inexperience now at the back from Bolton, maybe to play upon. To be well marshalled through it by Sami Hyypia. At Liverpool now for over 8 years. This is Hobbs. Torres is there and Crouch is there.
First touch again, costly first touch again. What a good knockdown from Torres. Delightful the way he took the pace off the ball. Peter Crouch should do better here. Couldn't have asked for a better knockdown. And it just gets away from him.
And he scored his, arguably at least, his greatest Liverpool goal against Bolton on New Year's Day. I'm sure you remember the fantastic overhead, but plenty of opportunities to add to his account against the Trotters today and not able to take them. This is Gerrard. Well, Crouch, was he impeded by Mate?
No, he's given it. No reason for him to go down unless he was taken here by Mate. Yeah, the hands are up, the arms are round him. It's another terrifically weighted pass from Gerrard, and you can see why it's given.
Steven Gerrard back on penalty kick duties as he was against Porto on Wednesday night. Gerrard against Jääskeläinen. He scores! Well in the groove, 5 in 5 for him. And it looks like 5 wins in a row for Liverpool.
I think even if Jääskeläinen goes to his right here, he's still not going to save that. There's so much power on it here as Gerrard closes his right foot. And that really should put the game to bed.
And Gerrard now just one short of double figures in Liverpool colours this season. And Mate's challenge on Peter Crouch has finally, surely, signalled the end for Bolton in this match. I'm just saying if the next goal could be so key if Bolton were to get one and they would have a real foothold in the match, but it's Liverpool who deservedly have gone on to get another.
It's been a terrific performance in such a rich vein of form. That's 20 goals in the last 5 games, and there's still, what, 34, 35 minutes left in this?
Well, they did once beat Bolton 7-2 here, way back when. Searching for another here, it's Kuhl. Benayoun making a run, but Kuhl fancy the shot. It's a vicious one.
Well, he had offers either side, he had options. But as Mikalik drops off him here, that's what encourages him as he gets the head up to try and test Jääskeläinen. There's so much variety about Liverpool's play.
They really are in the groove at the moment. This would be their 5th win in 5 games in all competitions, and well, they started the day 9 points behind Arsenal, but nailed them out, closing that gap the way they're playing at the moment. Juve's ball in. It's away by Sami Hyypia. Juve with another opportunity. McCann Kevin Davis. Hyypia. Still going to be a problem here for Reina, but he's comfortable in the end. Looking to get things moving for Liverpool very quickly indeed. Samuel facing a scrap there with Torres. An enterprising break here from the fullback. He fancy a shot. Juve taking over. But offside against Davis.
Oh, I should be holding himself, Kevin Davis. Got the best view in the pitch here of Liverpool's last defender. Just surprised that J. Lloyd Samuel didn't take the left foot shot on there. Deferred to Diouf instead.
Well, it's the first really hefty defeat of any sort that Megson has suffered. It was 1-0 in the Carling Cup at home to Manchester City. The only defeat he's suffered in his reign. But Liverpool have certainly had a bit of room to spare today, to say the least. So it's a big gap between Liverpool and Arsenal. In this game, it's no bigger than the gap Manchester United have at the moment to overcome. And United have played more games. In action tomorrow against Fulham. This is Lucas. McCann's challenge is Kuhl. Time may be called on his afternoon fairly shortly from the bench, judging by what Rafa was saying pre-kickoff. Offside against Torres. He really is beginning to produce, isn't he? El Nino, he's nicknamed, how they've needed a front man like him.
Yeah, I think you always take a chance when you spend that kind of money, but even this early, he looks good value, pound for pound.
And they've craved a 20-goal-a-season man, 20-league-goal-a-season man for over a decade now. And may just have found it. This is McCann, speed making a run in there, and he's the target. Anelka. The first major test for Pepe Reina all afternoon.
It's a good effort. Reina at full stretch. The danger there is that Reina spills this. I think it's Diouf who's following it in, had he spilled it, but took it in well.
Not exactly helpful conditions either for the goalkeepers at the moment. Gerrard involved in all 3 goals today, as you would expect, having scored the penalty, the free kick which led to Hyypia's, the fabulous through ball for Torres to get the second. This is Campo. Oh, and that was Benayoun who got the nick there, and Torres. Now Benayoun. Well, that could be trouble for Campo. Free kick right on the edge.
Certainly outside the box. Desperate to recover his own mistake here. Made up a lot of ground here, Campo. Surprised Benayoun didn't play Torres in. Campo reckons that the free kick is harsh, but either way, it's in a terrific position here for Liverpool. Just about dead centre.
Well, plenty of candidates here. Risa or Gerrard will probably be the most likely, although Torres and Benayoun are there. Fast bowlers run up from Risa, we've seen this before. Oh, Gavin McCann in the wall, getting right in the way of that rocket from Risa.
Yeah, prepared to take the hit. Good defending from Gavin McCann. He was the one charging here on the left-hand side. Quite happy to throw himself in front of it.
Well, is it just a question of how many now for Liverpool, with half an hour to play with? Bolton's hopes of making it a meaningful contest have certainly gone, barring miracles. Flick on by Kuhl. Lucas, Benayoun. And Torres. It's dropped for Kuhl, it's away by Samuel in the end. Risa. Will wind up his left foot again that time. Diouf. Well, can they at least give themselves something to cling to here, Bolton? It's Ricardo Gardner on the move, and Anelka. Speed and Diouf arriving in the box. And Diouf on the end of it.
Again,
for Reina.
Yeah, again, he's got to try and generate the power. There's no pace in the ball when it arrives at him. Does the right thing by trying to get it back across Reina, but no power.
This is Torres, he's off and running again. It's fabulous stuff from Torres. Oh, and only the finish in the end was lucky. Wonderful.
Yeah, it's wonderful. Peter Crouch does him a major favour, pulling a defender away here, and opens up beautifully. Didn't fancy it on his left foot. I don't think he's going to score with his left foot anyway, and he's not far out with his right.
Well, Rafa Benitez says he's still some way from his best. He needs to work a lot harder. But then, I know Steven Gerrard did state his life's ambition was to get a well done from the manager, so that maybe tells you a bit about his standards. This is Samuel. And it's a beleaguered Bolton. But their recent run has seen them make a much better fist of life in the Premier League. It's come at a time where Chief Executive Alan Duckworth this week was talking about how important it was for Bolton to compete in European competition on a regular basis. As long as their position is a good deal more respectable than it currently is, I suppose they'll settle for that given the start they had this season. Stelios Giannakopoulos getting ready to come on here for Bolton. Started and scored in the UEFA Cup in the week. He was once a rumoured Rafa Benitez target here at Liverpool. This is Lucas. Arbeloa. This is Benayoun. The speed penalised. Well, they're going to allow the substitution to happen before the free kick is taken. El Hadj Diouf. Let him bathe in the adulation for a moment. And Stelios Giannakopoulos, the man to come on. He's not had too many opportunities this season, but his midweek performance won't have done him too many harm. Risa's ball in. Lucas stealing in there to win it back. Lovely back flick from Kuhl. Torres, Kuhl. A little bit of fatal indecision in the end between them.
I don't know why Torres doesn't hit it first time with his right foot as it comes across his body. Looked as if he was going to put his foot through it here. May have got a shout from Harry Kuhl. Just surprised that Torres didn't get the shot away.
Well, for all Kuhl's lack of football, his last Premier League goal isn't that long ago. It was in May here against Charlton. He had a little spell at the end of the season back from injury. But as expected, he's lasted perhaps a little longer than we might have thought, indeed. 66 minutes for Harry Kuhl. He is going to come off. And Ryan Babel, another promising youngster off the Ajax conveyor belt to come on. Had an outstanding tournament in the Under-21 European Championships in the summer, Babel, but still has to grow a lot to reach the standards Rafa requires from him in the Premier League. He's certainly shown glimmers of his talent. This is Hobbs. Hyypia. Babel's first involvement. Gerrard. Well, still a quarter of the match remaining. Is there to be more punishment inflicted on the men from down the road in Bolton? Babel. Plenty returning from an offside position before that ball was played, and Babel didn't get back far enough.
I can't see him on the near side here. He certainly looked off. I think Bolton know it's gone anyway. Head's starting to drop a little bit. Just got to put their hands up today. They've been outclassed.
Which hasn't been an easy thing for opposing sides to do of late, when you think that the big guns such as Bayern Munich and Manchester United have failed to beat them in very recent times. And Liverpool have certainly clicked into that groove, which many of their rivals hoped they wouldn't do. 5 wins in a row in all competitions. This is Babel trying to make progress, and he'll get a free kick. Michalik's challenge will result in a booking as well, by the look of it.
Well, he made a delightful run there, Babel. As the ball was played towards Crouch, he's on his way, running off Gerrard Samuel. And he's clearly taken lead there. Certainly within range for Liverpool to get a shot on target.
The man from Slovakia into the book. It doesn't really favour Risa this time. Looks like it'll be teed up for Gerrard to hit. Getting a little bit of a nudge in the back.
Oh, Gavin McCann's charging here, and he's being obstructed by Hyypia. That's the point he's trying to make to Steve Bennett. He's not being allowed to get out to the ball.
Gerrard opting not to take the hit. Lucas will. Mechanic taking the full force of the shot. Babel. Gerrard. Crouch. Lucas. This is Ben Ayoun. Looking to pick out Babel here, and he's found him delightfully. What can the Dutchman conjure? Still battling for possession, losing that duel in the end. Campo. Gardner. Now Crouch and Torres looking to make progress, but Michalik blocking the big man's road. Well, Gary Megson did say, when he was asked before the game whether it would be a good time to come to Liverpool with all the fuss about the owners and speculation about Rafa at the moment, he said there hasn't been a good time to come to Liverpool in 40 years.
I think if anything, the speculation has galvanised the entire club, supporters and team together now.
And we certainly saw another show of support for Benitez before the kick-off. And bearing in mind what he has won for the club, there's no great surprise in that. This is Samuel. There's just a little bit of a forlorn nature about Bolton's performance now. They get the ball in Liverpool territory. Benitez just having a word with Dirk Kuyt at the moment, down on the touchline. This is Arbeloa. Risa. Gerrard popping up wide right at the moment. Crouched, maybe looking to pounce here. There's still around 20 minutes for Liverpool maybe to add to the account here. One or two prodigious days in front of goal here this season, not least the 8-0 against Besiktas, but also 6 past Derby. Lovely stuff from Babel, McCann diving in. And here's Torres. Mikalik just easing him out of contention.
He's unlucky. Torres just went for the nutmeg there, just trying to slip it through Mikalik's legs. All came from a slap pass from Gavin McCann. They gave up possession.
Surprisingly nonchalant that from UC Askelainen, but Bolton out of immediate trouble there, but they have been in big trouble pretty much all afternoon here. And Elka's offside. Well, another Dutchman preparing himself, Dirk Kuyt, on the score sheet against Bolton last season here when it was the same scoreline, 3-0. May get an opportunity to help Liverpool better that in what remains of this match. This is McCann. Hyypia. Well, it's not a fervent Anfield atmosphere at the moment, but the job has been done, and it has been done with plenty of room to spare here this afternoon.
Yeah, I'll just want to get through what remains of this game without picking up any injuries, Rafa Benitez.
Well, it's not all sweetness and light, because there's a little concern over Carrigan, a little knock he picked up there. Didn't look to be anything too troublesome for the Liverpool vice-captain. Crouch, but Mikalik back in there.
So clever from Torres there. Just took Mete right over the ball.
Askelainen able to clasp it first time of asking. It is a pretty greasy ball. The rain has been absolutely hammering it down on Merseyside since about midday. This is Kevin Davis. Almost managed to tease it through to Stelios there. Arbeloa cooked by his speed.
Don't think there's any malice in that. Just beaten there with the quick feet of Arbeloa. Just a mistime challenge from Gary Speed.
Well, huge ovation is guaranteed for Fernando Torres. His 11th strike of the season was probably the key one. The second goal just before half-time, which more or less put the game beyond Bolton, and beautifully taken it was. And Dirk Kuyt has 15 minutes or so to try and get his name on the score sheet, as he did at Newcastle last week. This is Ryan Babel. It's opened up on him ominously for him here. Babel. Mete taking the sting out of it.
Well, he did well. What a good run from Babel from out to in. It all opened up beautifully for him. It's become a bit of a training exercise here for Liverpool. I'd be surprised if they don't get another one.
Well, to win against this rejuvenated and more resilient Bolton by this handsomer scoreline just emphasises, as Davis looks to flick it into Stelios' path there, the calibre of the Liverpool performance today. against Crouch. A little bit of actors from Mate on count there.
A little clip off the ball. Don't think Steve Bennett saw it, fortunately enough for Mate.
Up goes Hyypia, away by Arbeloa. Up goes Count. Samuel back to the safety of the goalkeeper. And Count getting a little welcome to the match from Mate. Off the ball. Actually became last season the first Liverpool player to score more than 10 Premier League goals under Benitez in a season. He hit 12. Just escaping Anelka. Hobbs slicing it somewhat. Gerrard looking to get on with it quickly. Searching up Count.
Yeah, Jaskalainen does well. He's had to play sweeper at times today. Another good early spot from Gerrard, who really has played a lot deeper in the second half, just sitting goal side along with Lucas. Knows the job is done.
Well, the job is done. It's not been a completely positive afternoon for Liverpool, because Jamie Carragher has picked up a blow to the ribs. Doing that one well. Hobbs, Carragher's replacement, of course, should be mentioned in the context that Carragher picked up a nasty injury at Sunderland in the same area earlier in the season. Well, the threat is still there. Xabi Alonso looking on. He was hoping to be playing this afternoon against his brother, Mikel Alonso, on the Bolton bench. This little flick may still pay dividends, with Benayoun looking to cause Gardner a problem. Well, there still may be further damage.
Yeah, Bolton looking a bit ragged at the moment. Been a disappointing afternoon for them. Came here after the Manchester United result with a good deal of hope, but they've been taken apart here.
It's the first big blow to their confidence, really, under Megson. Be interesting to see how it does end up affecting them. Arbeloa's ball in. Actually cut out by Michalik. Well, there's still plenty of competitive edge and desire to win it back. That's Risa.
Got the chance because Bolton gave it away again. Gardner with a slack pass to Speed. Gary Speed letting him know all about it as well.
We saw Xavi a little earlier. That's Mikel Alonso, one of the Bolton substitutes. So the family affair hasn't quite happened, although I'm told Xavi was a little bit disappointed that all his family were going to support Bolton this afternoon, because Liverpool usually win anyway. This is Speed. Are they at least going to avoid giving Liverpool the pleasure of a clean sheet here? They looked pretty toothless in the second half, really. A couple of relatively straightforward saves for Reina to make, I suppose. An Anelka effort and a Juve header, but beyond that, and that wonderful Anelka chance in the first half, little. Stelios chasing this. Speed. Well, Davis, it arrives at his feet.
Given offside. Was it Davis? Anelka looked offside. Was Davis? Well, as it comes in, Davis is well onside. It's a poor decision. Anelka didn't take part. Flag should have stayed down.
Well, Martin Yerby's decision certainly isn't going to be the central talking point after the game, but the new laws, which many are still trying to fathom, I suppose. Davis onside, definitely, and the decision should not have been given. Well, can Bolton at least fashion a meaningful attack? It's going to be picked up by Risa there, and now Kout. Liverpool look to spring again. Crouch, Gerrard, Lucas. Lucas again. Well, the owners are making their way here in the middle of the month for the Manchester United game, and I'm sure they'll be heartened that the results in recent weeks seem to suggest they have got the right man for the job. Liverpool have certainly put their money where their mouth is in recent years. Only Chelsea have spent more, but that league title's still elusive. Risa ambitious. Not trying to score, surely.
He's got Babel completely unmarked on the left touchline. I suppose at 3-0 you can take that on.
Well, he's no Xavi Alonso, is he? Well, the fact that the game has been killed off so early hasn't really made for a thriller-minute contest in this second half, but Liverpool have produced some wonderful moments of football at times today. Well, it won't quite be back to the drawing board for Bolton. It will be a little bit of a chastening experience. This is Gerrard. He's found Kout. He'll wind it up, and Babel will make it four for Liverpool.
First mistake of the afternoon from Jaskalainen. Not a great deal of power in the shot here from Kout. He just doesn't deal with it. Just palms it out and leaves a tap in here for Babel. Doesn't get it safe. Doesn't take it in. And Babel's not going to miss from there. Once again, Gerrard at the very heart of the move. But a rare mistake from the Bolton goalkeeper, who otherwise has had a good afternoon. That's not a shot that should give him too many problems. And he sets it up beautifully for Babel.
Well, rubbing the Bolton noses in it a little. But it has been such a convincing performance from Liverpool, and something of a warning shout to their rivals at the top of the Premier League. The cup beginning to empty a little. Bolton attacking it. And another show of support for the manager from the Liverpool fans. Gerrard at the heart of everything, defending that corner. Stelios Giannakopoulos away by Risa. Break favours Gardner. Campo. Well, a heartening performance for his team, and he's seen plenty of those in recent weeks. Sure, the owners will be more than happy. Mate getting involved in a little bit of afters with Crouch there.
That's certainly a free kick. Steve Bennett just allowing Liverpool the advantage correctly.
Arbeloa getting involved. Kout. Everybody wants a piece of the action. And it's going to be Babel again. Oh, amazing clearance off the line by Mate.
Once again, Bolton torn to shreds. Lovely little threaded pass from Kout. Good set-up from Benayoun. And Babel looked favourite to score.
Won by Mate again. Drop for Risa. He's got hold of efforts like that so often in the past, but it could easily have been 5 hit.
It's a clumsy touch here from Benayoun. It gets away from him here, but at full stretch he manages to set up Babel beautifully. Got a big target to hit, and he hits it straight up Mate.
He has got his name on the score sheet this afternoon. Ryan Babel. Mate managing to direct that one away and keep the scoreline at least a little bit respectable. 5 in the realms of rout. No one would argue if Liverpool do add another one, I'm sure, in what remains here. Gerrard on the ball, had a hand in all the goals. And the penalty he scored himself. Babel. Samuel conceding the free kick.
He's just so strong on his right side, Babel. He's very comfortable going across J. Lloyd Samuel onto his right foot. And Samuel reluctant to show him down the line as well, given the pace he has. Real handful, Ryan Babel.
To float it in. And Lucas will steal in ahead of Stelios, but unable to catch up with it. Crouch. And 1 or 2 in the Anfield Road end thought Campo had handled that as it is. Giving away possession. Babel into Couts. Tug of the shirt is penalised.
2 minutes added time.
The Bolton agony will last a further 2 minutes. And a smile on the face of Benitez.
Yeah, no wonder. Good day at the office for him. I don't think his team will have played better than this too many times this season.
Hyypia's header. This is speed. Campo winding one up, maybe. And Anelka. And it's McCann, and it's speed. Behind off Hobbs.
Just surprised Gavin McCann didn't try and get the shot on target instead of setting up Gary Speed. Perhaps didn't fancy that on his left foot. It was Arbeloa who got out quickly to block. It's one of those days where Bolton just want to get in the showers, get on the bus and get back up the road.
Well, they've got another minute to endure. Up goes Kevin Davis, as you'd expect at a Bolton corner. Well, it's all about how Bolton react from Gary Megson's perspective. They've got a big game in midweek away to Red Star Belgrade, with their UEFA Cup progress still not assured. And a local derby against Wigan, which does have implications at the bottom of the table. Liverpool's perspective, we've got Reading next week before that all-or-nothing clash with Marseille in the Champions League. Since that defeat at Anfield against Marseille, things have begun to go their way in the Champions League here. They'll be able to hand it away. Well, a terrific performance by Liverpool this afternoon, and a warning shot to their rivals in the Premier League. Sami Hyypia getting it all started. Fernando Torres killing the game off with a second just before half-time. Steven Gerrard had a hand in all 4 goals, scored a penalty himself before Ryan Babel added a layer of gloss to the performance at the end. 5 wins out of 5 for Liverpool. And they may well still have a big say in this title race. Full time at Anfield, Liverpool 4, Bolton Wanderers 0. Terrific performance by Liverpool this afternoon. Steven Gerrard setting up the first goal. His free kick headed home by Sami Hyypia. Some question marks about their defending. Then a beautiful ball, matched by the finish really as well, wasn't it, by Fernando Torres to make it 2-0 just before the break. The game surely over then. Steven Gerrard rubbed further salt into the Bolton wounds by converting a penalty kick to make it 3-0, and then there was further agony. Couch shot not held. Ryan Babel to stick it away, and Liverpool have recorded their 5th win in a row in all competitions. 4-0 they win.
This program brought to you by Hyundai. Drive